guys, it's Joshy here, and welcome back to Detective Pikachu. Now, if you're not 100% sure the reason it's not started yet is because I'm going to do a recap, because last episode we had a very big error where none of the game sound recorded, so I said to people they're welcome to skip it. Also, funny thing is, this narration is going to be done post-tense, or as much as I can frick around do, because this one, number 13, after the hell of number 12, also didn't record my narration. So, yay. So let's hope nothing after this stuff's up. But anyway, so last episode we were searching for the Purugly at the start. We did find the missing Purugly in a box which was meant for a Magnemite that was going to be on a later show, and due to it being out, had stuffed up a little bit of stuff. So then we saw our friend Karina and her Cricketune play a beautiful song, which you didn't get to hear again. Stupid shit. After that, we had to practice pushing out the violin from out the back, and Pikachu got decided to do it because the other Pokemon were booked late or whatever. And after we did that, we nearly got hit from a falling camera from the Yanma hitting each other, and we realised that was an error and everything, and then that it shouldn't have happened. And after we were searching it and that someone obviously purposely set it up, we also came to the conclusion at the end that the violin that was destroyed actually was not her violin, Karina's violin, due to the fact that her grandfather, a big, well-known, like it's worth $2 million, this violin, and made for her, actually inscribed a message on the inside of the violin that you couldn't see unless you actually did pull it apart. So now we know that we are on the trail of someone who was after this violin or anything. So we'll get back into that. And yeah, I do apologize if there is any stuff around this episode, but I'm going to try it. Yeah. Karina, the violin there is a fake. The culprit arranged the whole thing to happen so nobody would find it out. But then where is the real violin? The culprit probably still has it. But please, keep it a secret. We don't want the culprit to get nervous and hide it away. I noticed my violin had been... I never noticed my violin had been swapped for a fake, but I think the one I used in the performance was a real one. I could tell from its tone. Cricketune! Yeah, Cricketune says so too. Okay, so obviously it was swapped after that, which is one thing that we can work with. Cricketune! You'll help us find the culprit? Thanks. We could use your help. Cricketune! Apparently Cricketune was present when Karina saw the message. Cricketune says Karina read the message to it. It said, "To my darling Karina, even when I am no longer with you, I will always love you and your music." Toon. Oh, something fell off to you too. Cricketune. The materials seem softer than normal. I see. It must have been difficult for the culprit to get the exact same materials to use. So now I have to go and figure out what's happening. Oh, okay. The testimonies we got from the two of them are shedding light on the crime. Really? Well, let's organise what we know and get started. Let's figure out exactly when the violin was swapped. Now open your case notes. Okay, Pikachu. We can do that.
Now, let's try and figure out when the violin could have been swapped out.
Well, we know that anyway.
First, when do we know for sure that the violin was already, fake?
When Pikachu was carrying it, obviously.
True. By the time I had delivered the violin, it had already been swapped out with the fake one. Now we know when the violin was swapped out with the fake one. But we still need to figure out when was the last time the real violin was seen.
The performance, thanks to Karina's testimony.
Now why do you think that?
Damn it.
Now
Didn't mean to
we
go
know when
out.
the violin
Oh, thank goodness the
swapped
whole
out
thing
with
hasn't
the
been
fake
done.
one. But we still need to figure out when was the last time the real violin was seen. Now why do you think that?
Karina's testimony.
So, Karina was using the real violin during her performance. She and
Damn right
Pikachu
she
both
was.
confirmed it to be true. And that means the culprit swapped out the violin after Karina finished her performance, but before I moved it.
That would be correct, dear Pikachu. Okay, let's get going. Now we know where when the violin was swapped. Yeah, the culprit aimed for the exact moment Karina would not be around her violin. Judging from that, and the tampering with the cue sheet, the culprit must have been very familiar with the show. So the culprit is someone who works here? That's what we need to find out. Okay, so I need to talk to people to figure stuff out. Okay, let's start in here and let's see who is ready to chat. I was going to say we load. Okay, not you, not you. Let's talk to some important people. Actually, no, I want to go backstage. See if we can find anyone hiding back here or anything. That could work. What do we got? Anything up here? Nope. Okay, let's just check around if there's anything we can use or where it was hidden or anything, or find the real thing. Anything? Anything? Nope. Maybe these. I thought something. No. Okay. Looks like we're probably not going to find anything here now. Okay, let's go chat to the peeps. To the people! Though I really want to see what's happening. Like, I feel like we're getting close to the end, so we really want to get going. Are you you investigating the accident? Don't overdo it. Thanks. Where were you during the rehearsal, Keith? Don't think I saw you until right before the accident happened. When I went down to the lower floor to call the assistant Pokemon and found the Pugly. But it didn't show up. Even when the scheduled time came, so we had to check. Turns out I mixed up the dates and had the schedule for it the wrong time. Schedule the Pokemon for the wrong time. So I ran back to the studio to let Hiro know. So that's what the ruckus was about. Did you run into anybody on the way back to the studio? Yeah, as I recall, I ran into Amelia. She just finished calling Max and Olga. Alright.
Tim, be sure you remember what people told us.
That's my plan. Oh gosh. Are you the one in charge of scheduling managing the assistant Pokemon? That's right. I'm really sorry for the mistake. The mistake put you both in a dangerous spot. Yeah, next time, pay closer attention. Don't worry about it. Neither of us were hurt.
What's the matter?
Are you still looking for the Pokemon? Hush. Don't mention the swap violin until we're ready to catch the culprit. Right. Oh, I mean, yes. You mean after Karina played, I was checking the dressing room for Max and Olga. But you came back to the studio alone, didn't you? Weren't you able to find them? Oh, not exactly. They both seemed like they were busy, so I just told them what I needed through the door. Oh, I see. And did you meet anyone else? Well, I remember. I ran into Keith near the studio door.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
Okay. Who else we got? I ran into Keith on my way back to the studio. He was standing near the entrance, but he looked very depressed. He was about to go report to Hiro that he messed up the assistant Pokemon schedule. And he came back to the studio right after that? That's right.
Ah.
Do you think you'll be able to get back to filming? I'd say the odds are 50-50. I've already put the request for a new violin. I feel bad for Karina, but she'll have to use a new one. I was in the studio ever since Karina finished her performance. I was making sure the staff knew the plan for the show, checking the footage and so on. We were in the studio then too. I didn't see anyone leave or enter until Amelia or Keith came back. Seems like Hiro and the staff here have a solid alibi.
Now that I think
about it.
this person couldn't be the culprit.
Thank you, Pikachu. But, so it leaves most people, or everyone in here, seems to be fine. Okay. So, who should I chat to? Oh, Pikachu wants to. I don't think Hiro and the staff in the studio could have stolen the violin. In that case, maybe we should tell Hiro what really happened. If the culprit is related to the show somehow, maybe he'll know something. Good thinking, but don't forget to tell him to keep it a secret. Could this be a error? No, not Jan. Oh, okay, let's see what you know about something. Was there anyone who left the studio or who knows the backstage around Karina was performing? Yan yan. Nobody, huh? Well, you could see the whole studio, so if... Excuse me. You say nobody? I guess that's that.
Yan yan.
No, I don't want the yan, Ma.
Ah,
Finally. Hey. The violin was swapped out, and you say that someone here did it? Yes. I can't imagine it. No, actually, could it be that he... Do you think what? Well, this is just a rumor, but I've heard Max is in a lot of debt. He needs to pay back. The violin was a very valuable one, so he may have stolen it so he could sell it. It sounds like Max could have a motive to steal the violin. Okay, so Max, your turn. Tell us what you know about this debt of yours. Actually, let's start with Chatot. Chat! Oh, you're watching TV and you say you're the best thing on the screen, eh? You got confidence, for sure. What did you and Max do once you were done with the first rehearsal? Chat! You came back to the dressing room together? I seem to recall... Yeah, what were you going to do, yeah? What's that? You were excited because Max said he'd give you your snack early today? We weren't asking about your snack. Chat! Someone came to call you? They knocked on the door and said something, apparently? That must have been Amelia. Chat! Is Amelia a person or a Pokemon? Why do you ask that? Chat! Apparently a Pokemon stopped by too, in addition to that person? Chat? It doesn't know who, but apparently someone rammed into the door. Chatot says it was so surprising that it accidentally yelled out. Yeah, but that would be surprising. What did that Pokemon do then? Chatot! It ran off, making some cry, according to Chatot. Hey, could you show us your cool mimicking skills again? Chat? Oh, you can. Chatot! Try giving signals to see what happens, eh? Tim, give it a shot. Okay, let's go in order. Let's try snapping our fingers.
Nice to meet you.
Ooh. Hey, that's the voice of Mr. Graham.
and cut.
Oh, nice. Oh, and that must be Hero. What's with the self-confident look? Trying to act cool, are you? Hey, go easy on me. I try my best. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Max to do that. There are probably more cues that we don't know. It's not doing anything. I guess that's too subtle to use as a clue. Q.
Get out of my way.
Wow, that's definitely Olga, alright. If someone yelled at me like that, I'd definitely have a heart attack. Even if it was a prank. Okay, so there's nothing else here? Time to talk to Maximilian. Oh, he's still doing the investigation? Go easy, playing detective, alright? Playing detective? Nobody's playing here! Max, you left the studio once the first rehearsal was done, right? Yeah, I figured I'd go over the script one more time in my dressing room while I waited. Did you come by during the... Oh yeah, a staff member came by to call me. I was in the middle of something, so I couldn't open the door, but I said I'd be right out. Oh, so he didn't actually see the person.
So, let's gather information.
I will Pikachu. Let's get going. Who else we gotta talk to? Let's go check this room down here. Let's see who we have. Excuse me. Hey, what's going wrong? Well, about the accident that just happened. It seems like it was deliberately caused by someone. What? But then, who's the culprit? We're investigating that now. That's why we'd like to know where everyone was during the rehearsal. We were here the whole time. Yes, we were keeping an eye on the studio. I think it would be difficult for people here in the sub-control room to swap out the violin.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
Which one? There's a couple. Okay. Let's go talk to Hoot. Hoot Hoot! Oh. Well. Hoot Hoot! It says Yanma were so dedicated to their work that it's unthinkable they'd make a mistake. Sounds like Hoot Hoot. Oh, okay. Oopsies. Hero, he looked like he was in a state of shock, but he was still saying he wanted to do something to help. Your partner is quite the dependable guy, isn't he? You're the one who signaled Yanma when they needed to start moving, right? Hoot hoot! So Yanma start to move as soon as you signal them. Same as you always. Hero said that there might have been some kind of communication trouble, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. Okay, who else we got left to talk to? Bitch tits. Bitch tits. We haven't talked to bitch tits. Okay. So, I actually already know who it is because this is recording past tense. Oh, no. Okay, don't worry. Mimikyu knows nothing. Let's see. You guys should pause it now and start telling me who you think it is. Okay, bitch tits. You again. What do you want now? Oh, come on. You're a detective. Don't let it intimidate you. Go on. Ask what you need to ask. Where were you after we finished our first rehearsal? I stayed in my dressing room. Aki was giving Perugly a nice brushing. Did anyone stop by during that time? One of the staff members came to call on me. I answered, although I didn't open the door. I see. Someone comes all the way to get you, the least you could do is open the door for them. Although, come to think of it, something odd happened after that. Ooh, tell us.
Tim, be sure you remember what people told us.
I'm remembering. What was the strange occurrence? Someone came to beat on the door. I looked out the foggy glass window, and but I didn't see anyone out there. I wonder what that was all about. Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind. Talk to you. Man, what a yawn. Let us talk to you a bit before you take your nap. Yeah. What were you guys doing after you finished the rehearsal? You came back to the dressing room for a nap? Olga gave you a good brushing too? So your fur is all perfect? You know, I can't really tell. Okay, so we learn a lot from this room. Okay, what do we got left? These guys down here might know something. Okay, Pikachu. Do you remember that strange occurrence at Olga's dressing room? Oh, you mean someone banged at the door? That's right. My theory is it's the same Pokemon that visited Chatot's dressing room. That would make sense. I wonder if we can find this Pokemon and ask about when it visited the dressing rooms. Okay, let's go. Detective Pikachu and Tim on the game. Gonna get everything. Oh, okay. This cry, you guys probably missed it last step, obviously, but it's ridiculous. Hey. Oh, hey. Why are they so funny? It seems that they're saying it's time to decide whose special talents are, truly better. It's saying being able to smell difference of foods with your tongue is more amazing. It says making laundry super clean with ultrasonic waves is way cooler. That's like comparing leopard berries to orange berries. Fair enough, but I would have probably compared like orange berries to salac berries. But anyway, still, why can't they just... We can't just leave them like this. What do you think we should do? Oh, have a battle. Oh, I really want to click have a battle, but The better thing to do is acknowledge both talents. To me, both of your talents are really impressive. Maybe you could agree that you both have some amazing skills and just make up. Anyway, you two need to make up, okay? We can come by and check on them later. Maybe something will have changed. Stupid fighting Pokemon. No. Magnemite talents are all mundane and useless? You think? I can see my mum getting excited about super clean laundry. Derogatory comment much. This is a cage for... Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Huh? What about Magnemite and Ekans? It's boring because they don't pay any attention to you. It's like you're being left out. I don't think they mean to be rude or anything, but maybe Morwell just likes to have company. Okay. Well, nothing else in here. I'm not going to get anything out of these guys, so let's go check what else. Did I forget anyone? Okay, I gotta find someone. Check with you again. Nothing. Okay. Who did I miss? I've got to find...
Hey, Tim! Tim!
Okay, I was just checking. Are you making progress with the alibi check? Well... Oh, come on. You should know what to do. Is there somewhere you haven't checked yet? Like the studio, or the sub-control room, or the dressing rooms for the performers? I've done some control, and... I think I've done most dressing rooms. I'll double check backstage. No, I've been back here. Where haven't I gone? Who haven't I spoken to? I've got alibis for everyone, I think. Maybe the Pokemon have changed in here now? Doesn't really seem like it. Do you have anything interesting to say? No, it's all about the Pokemon still. And Magnemite. Whoa, calm down. You could shut the whole place down if you get too excited. No, it's just Magnemite. Telling things apart by smell isn't unusual or interesting at all. Really? I can't think of any other Pokemon that could smell through its tongue. Maybe Arbok or Seviper are two I can think of most probably can. But anyway, okay. What do we got? Checked Mimikyu. Maybe I'll recheck in here. Let's see. No, you're all the same. Oh, what do you want? Bitch tits. Nope, all the same still. Is there anything else? No, it's just the elevators. Where haven't I checked? Come on. I guess I could see if there's any more info in here.
Yes.
Who we got? Okay, speak to you guys. Yes, Mr. President. Please come down, Mr. Graham. Now he shows his true colors. I don't even want to think about the accident. Who knows how much money you have to pay, and all for a silly violin. But sir, the responsibility for the damage suffered by Mr. Mitchell is on us. Bah! I had nothing to do with me. It's all because the staff are incompetent. I told you to get rid of useless staff members, but you had to take your time with it. I don't mean to argue, Mr. President, but we have no place for employees that would cause harm to the station. Mr. Graham seems like a completely different person now. Right. Oh, I got nothing out of him. Hey there, Tim. Are you alright? Yeah, we're fine. Sorry you got caught up in all this. I'm just glad you're okay. We still haven't figured out the cause of the accident yet. Regardless of the cause, we've got to take this accident very seriously. Still, I'm glad nobody was hurt. Could it really be him? Is there something bothering you? Yeah. I think I may know who tampered with the cue sheet. Really? Please tell us everything you know. I can't prove anything, but I suspect Keith is the culprit. He looks after the Yanma here, and, well, it would have been easy for him to tamper with the cue sheets. But Keith seems so proud of the Yanma and what they could do. Keith is a bit of a mystery. He came to GNN about 6 months ago, on someone's recommendation, but he never told anyone about why he came here or what he was doing before. I see. I wonder if there's a reason why he's so secretive. Okay, so you guys don't seem to be the complete answer. There must be someone I haven't checked yet. I could maybe... Did I miss someone in here, or is there any new info in this area? Or people, I should say, in this area. New info from the people in this area. Got there.
What's up?
Let's have a look. Talk to Keith after that. What's up? Well, we were told you joined GNN about 6 months ago. Yeah, through a friend of mine. So I guess you're interested in making TV shows? That's right. It's a lot of work. And, well... But I'm having fun. Oh gosh, I got something in my eye, sorry. I think I'd be more anxious than anything. A life without some thrills would be boring. I think you'll understand someday. Sorry, I went past that because I got something freaking in my eye. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's still not enough info. What did we miss? Maybe these guys have got something else to say now. Okay, so Cricketoon! Nothing. Let's see, blah blah blah. Thanks, see anything? Oh shit, what? Gotta get a... After my performance, I went backstage. Hero asked you to do that, right? Did you see anyone else while you were back there? I don't remember, I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. Please, don't worry about it.
Yes.
Oh, so we need an alibi from her.
Wait, what's that? All of our suspects have alibis?
Well then. I think I know who did it and how they did it. I don't want to point fingers, but it may have been Olga who stole my violin. But why would you say that? Well, Olga had asked me a few times before if I was willing to part with my violin. Of course I said no. Of course, your grandfather made it for you. That's right, but it didn't seem like Olga was ready to give up, so she may have been planning, something like this. It seems like Olga has motive. Anyway, but we can't just decide she's the culprit. Based off just that. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get any more info out of anyone. Well, this is a conundrum. I didn't expect everyone involved to have alibis. This can only mean one thing. The culprit? What did the culprit do? Use double team, use a hidden passage. There was no culprit after all. Created a fake alibi, obviously. That's right. The culprit must have used some sort of trick to create a fake alibi. Bolt of brilliance. That being said, I don't think anyone in the sub-control room had the time to do anything elaborate like that. I agree. Our suspects are the people who are moving around on their own. People Max, Olga, Keith, and Amelia. You don't think Amelia is... I know how you feel, but a detective has to keep an objective view on everything. Still, we could use some more information. Now that I think about it, Mimikyu has snuck out of the Pokey dressing room and was wandering around, right? Maybe if we talk to it, it'll help us shed some light on the situation. Good, now I just gotta find Mimikyu. Okay, should be down here. Mimikyu, where are you? No? Okay, maybe I just missed it and walked up around the corner this way. Oh, here? Nope. Mimikyu, where are you? Has it gone into a room or something? Why would it just stop wandering around now? It's annoying. Okay. Is it in here? This is the dressing room for the Pokemon anyway. So, this is where it should be. Nope. It's not here? Okay. Wonder if it's wandering around. Okay. Where else would it be? It's not wandering around. What is going on? Maybe back in... Or maybe... Well, it's never been in Olga's room much, has it? Nope, it's not in here. I had a quick look up then, and just as a quick run, the back of the lounge chairs almost look like it has a little bit of a whale shape, just from behind. I doubt that's even meant to be, but it just Just what caught me then. Okay, let's have a look in here. We can speak to Amelia as well. Oh, there he is. Okay, what are you doing here? You were wandering around the dressing rooms during the rehearsal, right? Do you think you could tell us more about it? So, you visited the dressing room for Paragli's partner, right? What happened then? Someone kicked the door when you knocked? I'm betting that was Paragli. Paragli's too narrow-minded. I'm pretty sure it was in a bad mood because, well, you were pounding on the door. You should go make up after. Paragli's partner got mad at you. You mean Olga? In Max's dressing room? You got yelled at when you knocked on the door, you say? You heard, "Get out of my way!" What? Was that really Olga? I mean, Olga said she was in her own dressing room, and Max didn't say anything about her being in the room either. Hey, Mimikyu, do you go into the dressing room at all? You ran away as fast as you could. Well, I guess we have no way of knowing what was really going on then. I would have nothing to do with you it would have nothing to do with you as man. It looks like it took the rejection hard. Don't be so depressed. I bet you'll get another chance soon. He's right. If you're that motivated, I bet everyone will realize you've got talent someday. Don't worry too much. Okay, so
there's a fake alibi, and there's Mimikyu's knock to consider too.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Bolt of brilliance. Tim, the culprit is.
The culprit used a trick to make us believe he was somewhere else. He was somewhere else when he was backstage switching the violins. Actually, backstage. A trick? That's right. Amelia provided an alibi for the culprit, so she could help us figure it out. Come on, Tim. Well, saying he pretty much narrows it down. Oh, speaker there. Ariel. Sure, what do you need? You mentioned that you knocked on the doors of Olga and Max's dressing room when you were visiting them. Do you think you could show me exactly how? Well, sure, but it's not like I did anything special. I just knocked 3 times. Any staff member at G&M would do the same thing. So that's the trick the culprit used. Tim, now the time to gather everyone together. Yeah. Time to solve it. Of course you're sitting down. Get out of my way.
I figured out the truth behind the accident.
What are you saying? That one of us here is the culprit?
Yeah, just what do you mean the truth? We're all friends here. Can't say I appreciate the insinuation.
Come on now. Let's allow Tim to speak his mind.
Thank you, Hero. Here it is. I'm not one to mince words. The culprit is...
Go on. You know who it is, don't you?
I do.
Max, it's you.
It is
You're the one.
Maximilian.
Oh, come on. Is this some kind of prank? What on earth would I have to gain from busting up someone's violin?
Nothing. If the violin really was broken. But it isn't broken. That one was a fake, wasn't it?
A fake violin? Oh, what an imagination. How could you come up with a theory like that?
You tell him, Tim.
Oh, I'll tell him,
We checked the
Pikachu.
pieces of the violin.
Message on the
There wasn't a
inside.
message on them anywhere. Karina told us that her violin had a message written on it from her grandfather, which means the broken one couldn't be hers.
A written message? I never noticed such a thing on it.
Right. That's because it's
Oh,
written
shut
on
up,
the inside.
dumb bitch. Bitch
It's
tits.
something only Karina could know, since she watched the violin being made.
Right. As a child, I played at my grandfather's workshop. He inscribed a special message for me, and it was written on the inside.
You see? And now that proves the broken violin must have been a fake.
But where's the real one?
I think Max probably knows.
But no, I haven't done anything. Listen, the whole time the violin was backstage, I was in my dressing room. How could I be in two places at once?
Oh boy, this is where you take down his alibi.
Oh, I'm ready.
Actually,
Chatot
my
in
guess
the
is it was
dressing room.
Chatot in the dressing room. You probably used a trick like this.
Gotcha! I'll be right out!
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I heard.
Admit it! Admit it!
Chatot, be quiet!
You just made it seem like you were still in that room. And then you swapped the real violin that was backstage with the fake.
You have to admit it! You have to admit it!
I had no choice. My popularity's been sagging. I wasn't sure the show would get picked up again. And if it didn't, I knew I'd be let go. I couldn't pay back my debts. I'd be finished.
Oh, Max. You were wrong. I was going to have you continue as our host.
What? But everything I did.
I'm really sorry, Max. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the police.
Well,
What a fool he was.
look at that
In
ass.
the end, he was the one who didn't believe in his own talent.
Hey, you guys! I found the
Ridiculous,
videos.
isn't it?
What's wrong? Why is
Oh,
everyone
finally. Well,
So Max was
Gotcha.
the culprit all along.
yay! Now we can watch these videos. Finally. That was a close. And that's case closed. Now let's get to those videos. Check the videos. I'm gonna.
Mako's finally
Oh, it's
back
gonna
with
jump
the
me.
video.
Is it? No, okay.
Let's go to the sub-control room and watch it. Maybe he'll show us some
Finally's
clues.
alright. That's where I was heading. I better. Or I already know it does. Yay, it's gonna drop us there. We don't have to walk, god damn it, thank you.
Okay, let's check this out.
Let's play the whole thing through.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I've already seen it, but I hope you guys have seen it as well by now.
Yeah.
Just look around.
The daytime parade is
He's
now
just trying to get me
starting.
to look away.
Everyone is
I
excited
can
to
see
see
him
the
there.
popular Pokemon of the park marching by. Who better to lead than Charizard? We've been told the theme of this year's
Hey,
parade is
look at that
trees.
balloon.
Oh.
It's pretty much just grass Pokemon. Oh no. No, we got a couple of different
Charizard's
ones.
eyes turn red.
Amelia, over
Aura
here!
was used after all.
Why is this happening?
Oh, poor
But it's a
Meganium!
great scoop.
Oh, he's good. It's Meganium.
But it's too dangerous.
Okay, so did everyone see that there?
You're right. We have no choice.
That's the whole video.
Exactly how we heard it
Run!
from the Pokemon at Fine Park.
Yeah.
Did you find out
Damn
anything?
right, that fine
Maybe.
park.
There was something I noticed.
Oh, I did.
Right, the scene with the balloon. Right there.
Better to lead than Charizard. We've been told the theme of this year's
The balloon
parade.
popped.
Maybe it had R inside. Tim, zoom in on the balloon and then play it backwards in slow motion.
Okay.
Oh, we will.
It looks like a needle or something flew at the balloon.
You're right.
But where did it come from? Rewind it a little more.
I love this. The talking backwards.
Stop there.
Hey, that's Skorupi.
Skorupi.
And that man.
Right. The Pokemon at Fine Park told us a man with a Skorupi was after Harry.
You know,
It's
almost like
Keith!
it could be Keith.
What? Keith was there?
It
Working with
obviously
you?
is.
No, not with us. I don't
We
think
know
he
he
was
started
even
that 6
working
months
at
ago.
GM
Tim,
back then.
you just figured that out.
Mako's right. He only joined us about 6 months ago.
So, it was Keith who caused the incident? He's the one who went after my dad?
Looks like it. And he was hiding in plain sight.
Oh.
Let's go capture Keith.
All right. Oh, who would have thought Keith was the culprit? Yeah, he fooled us all. It's even possible that he knew about Max's plan and used it to try and take you out. Me? Think back to when the violin got busted. Why did you end up helping out in the first place? Well, because Keith had made a mistake about scheduling the assistant Pokemon. Oh, that's right. There was another suspicious point about his behavior too. Do you... Okay, remember it? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. He lit the magma. He showed Tim where to stand. It was only a coincidence. He told to look after the Yanma. I think he showed Tim where to stand, actually. I'm glad you remember. I only had to try 4 options. Keith told you where to stand when he was going to bring out the violin. Well then, he must have known that there was something going on. Do you think Keith and Max were working together? It's not impossible. We can't rule it out anyway. Why would Keith... No, now's not the time to be asking questions. We need to catch Keith first. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I'm ending this one here. I am so eager now to get on. I don't know how much more we've got left, but we haven't got much left to go. If you are enjoying it, please do like it down below. I'm sorry about the narration being past tense in this one, but from now on, I'm going to double check that it's all working because, god damn it, the last 2 episodes have been hell. Also, don't let me know what your thinking's going on or anything like that in the description down below. The comments down below. Gosh! But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.